the little Colby. Hi, Colby. You good boy? You ready to go for a ride? What's that? What you got? What? You looking all cute? Oh, yeah. All right, so we are finally out with the HoBao Hyper SS Cage Truggy, and we are running on 6S, and it's kind of a funky way to run it on 6S only because I don't have the proper packs for it. This battery tray is very specific. It seems very limiting, especially if you're going to run this thing on 6S doing dual packs. It's a little rough. So obviously, I think the intent is probably to run a single 6 or a single 4S pack. And I believe even my 6S pack might have difficulty fitting inside of this tray. But nonetheless, we're actually out. We got the right controller. We got the right wheels on. We tightened up the hubs, or we tightened up the nuts, the wheel nuts, and the thing is ready to rip. So we are currently running on two 3S Ovonic packs, which are 8,000 milliamp packs. I can't remember what the C rating is. I don't think it's a huge C rating, but we're going to get a couple of speed rips out of this thing anyway. I'm obviously kind of restricted to a couple of things, but that's probably the first mod that I'm going to make to this car out of the box is going to be cutting those Deans and putting on a single XT90. So we are ready to rip. I adjusted the rear suspension down just a touch, and the front suspension as well. It's got a little bit of a rake to it, but at least it's not sitting belly flat now. It is a sand ripper, so the intent is to have a good amount of suspension travel. And right now we just tightened it up a little bit. So if you're interested in watching this episode from RC Guy Garage, what do we always say? You know what to do, so let's just rip this thing. Controller on. Car on. You can see we got the GPS on there. We are registering at 0 miles per hour. GPS really isn't fit very well on there. Now, there's really not much of a place to put this GPS on this caged buggy, or Truggy. So let's just give this thing a rip. I may have to trim it out, so I'll do a couple of slow passes, obviously, so we can get a nice straight line. Okay, well, maybe we won't really have to. It's very minor. I think literally that's it. It definitely has some rear squat. Wind noise is going to be killing this. Ooh, it's fast. And that wasn't even full throttle either. Let's give this thing a little bit of straight line room. Very, very smooth. So I think we're maxing out the we are definitely maxing out the pinion. Wow. My God. Now it's not super fast. So let's see what we got for a speed. And out of the box, we've got 47 miles per hour. That's not too bad. I could kind of tell that that's about what we were getting. I'm going to clear it out. Give it another rip. I'm going to let it get right down there. Seems like I have better luck coming this way. The brakes are absolutely monstrous. I'm very light touching the brakes. So we had 47. So now we got 51. We'll clear it out again. Stop. Clear it out. Zero it out. Give it another run down there. I think maybe the battery packs are just getting warmed up. So let's see what it does now. We got 51 right now. I'm guessing we're going to get maybe 52. With the way this thing is geared, 150 amp. So that was a good hit right there. Let's bring it back in. My guess is 52. Oh, we still got 51. All right. So right there you can tell. Right there you can tell 51 miles per hour. That is going to be the max speed for this buggy. And in reality, out of the box, 51 miles per hour on 6S. What can you expect? I think that that's absolutely perfect, because do you really need to go 50 miles per hour in the sand? I mean, like, let's just take this thing out to the back track and see what it does. We're definitely getting some power bleed to the front diff. So depending upon what this has for a center diff, I'm not sure, what we're looking at. It's obviously something I'm unaware of. I mean, in this buggy's first rip, it's all that learning experience. So let's see what this thing has out back here. Got to get that ball out of the way. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of this GPS now, because we don't really need to be doing any more of these speed rips here. Get rid of that. Jeez, rip the whole cover right off. Holy smokes. Look at that, you see I ripped the whole cover off? Alright, I just got to shut this thing off. Let's get this soccer ball out, or basketball out of here. For jumping, because the suspension is so plush, the shock oil is definitely, right now, it's definitely too light. And I think the springs might also be a little bit too weak. I think we've got the rear springs almost down all the way to the bottom. And then the front springs, I think, are about half. Already broke it. Yeah! All right. All right. Well, do I like that? No, I don't. Nasty landing. Oh, man. You saw that jump. It was a terrible, terrible landing. Heard it snap right away. So, yeah, there's your broken piece right there. All right, well, I mean, fortunately, because I was kind of prepared for that, I have links. So anyways, like I always say, if you like episodes like this, pretty short-lived on this one right here. These links right here, again, we might be having just a plastic issue. I'm gonna douse them in WD-40, obviously the new ones, and then we'll take it from there. There you go. So there's the Hyper SS buggy, caged buggy. We did have a nasty little landing on the front there. Slammed into the shock, broke the rear wheel. I'll actually have to slow down the... Alright, well, once again, we had to rely on the GoPro footage probably to get the breakage. I just went through this whole monologue about talking about the car and talking about how I've got these plastic links. I was kind of prepared for breakage. Because of the type of buggy this is and the type of tire and wheel configuration that it has, it's not going to be very forgiving on the suspension. So when you're doing jumps like that, you have to expect that if you're going to land poorly, you are going to break stuff. Now, there's a couple of things that I'm going to try. Like I said, I was totally prepared to break links in its stock configuration, and that's where those Kaiju tires and wheels are definitely going to come into play. So you can see we had a pretty nice hit, pretty hard hit right on that front shock. No issues there, but obviously have to look at the footage to actually see what happened. But you can see we snapped the link. We did find the dog bone. Obviously, this is the other piece to the link. I feel that this plastic is probably a little weak, but it was a pretty hard hit. I do have brand new links that are updated and upgraded. So, again, am I sad? No. The whole part of all this is testing and running these cars. And I am having a blast doing it. Now, would I like to have maybe been able to get a little bit more, you know, wheel or stick time on this Hyper SS? Yes. But it's such a minor breakage, it's only a plastic little piece. And you need to understand that it's no fault of the car. It's operator error right here. I'll raise my hand. Total operator error. Now, like I was saying, that's where those Kaiju tires and wheels are going to come in. They're going to allow the suspension to have a little bit more ability to absorb. You know what I mean? Like, the tires are going to assist in the absorption of the way I drive. This is not the type of track for those tires and wheels. So, I don't want to say I kind of knew it was going to happen, but I suspected that it was going to happen. And again, like I said, I'm not sad about this. The whole thing is testing out these cars. Now, I am very happy to have this car because I like buggies. And this is a caged Truggy that they call it. It's just a buggy. But anyways, if you like episodes like this from RC Guy Garage, like we always say, you know what to do. Now get out there and rip it. Yeah, don't forget about COVID and coffee. It's actually been a pretty good show. How many episodes are we up to now? I think we have actually done 8 episodes or something around there. I don't know, but we're just going to keep going. So if you're interested in watching COVID and Coffee morning check-in, it's going to be every single morning. I don't know how long it's going to last for, because obviously, hopefully this COVID stuff will be over and I have to change it to something else because it can't really be COVID and coffee, right? If there's no COVID. But anyways, so we actually took this thing for its first rip. You can see, got a little bit of snappage, but it's parts that are intended to break so you don't have major issues. And that's what people need to understand, that these parts are designed to have a weak point so that, I don't know, so that you don't break other stuff. There has to be, what do they say? Something's got to give. And a tiny little link piece. Just make sure you've got them in your box if you're going to hammer it like I do. And if anything, Kaiju tires and wheels are going to be the way to go for this buggy. So, thanks for watching this episode from RC Guy Garage. And like I said, just get out there and rip it. So what'd you just say?
Good for you.
Good for me for what?
You did remember your mask.
I remembered my mask. So she was like, you didn't remember your mask, so you're going to have to wear one of these ones. And I was like, nope. I got my mask right here.
And you're going to have to wash it this time, too.
I do wash.
No,
I spray the alcohol on it.
That's not washing it.
That's the same thing.
No.
Yes.
No, Tim.
Yes, it is.
No.
All right, so we're off to Home Depot. Going to get that part that I showed you that had some holes in it. So we're going to see if we can find the part. I actually got the part with me because I'm not a plumber, but it's not like I can't do, like, plumbing. I'm not saying anything about professional plumbers. Is definitely a reason why you are here and why you took your schooling, but to replace something like this, you don't need a professional. You just need a guy like me. Oh, that is nuts.